So it's our studio series back doing a new video. Here we're gonna be talking about my ranking on the Chucky series. As of now, you know, since we got the TV show coming in, we got Charles, which I don't know if that really counts since it's not the original creators or any real like movie production, but we'll see when that releases, and then hopefully a Child's Play 2019 sequel. Who knows? But as of now, the ranking is there's 8 movies of ranking. So let's get to my ranking. So my number 8 is, unfortunately people say C, but this one's quote Chucky. The reason why I put this as my number 8 is because this movie did not really like hit me as like original Child's Play development. Of course it's straight to DVD, but it did not really like show anything new. Well, besides the multiple bodies, which I feel like it kind of fucked up like something like of the series, because they still like add in the voodoo for dummies, which kind of respects the whole sequels or the whole series, because Chucky's like let on voodoo. That's how he's Chucky. That's how he got into the good guy though. But then this one, the multiple dolls and stuff, not really a fan. At the end, yeah, it was funny, but it didn't really like hit me as like a true fan justice. But but some fans like it. It's not it's my opinion, so it's not like the rose and but Cold Chucky, number 8 for now. But who knows? Maybe that'll change because like some flip flop movies. Okay, for my number 7, Seed of Chucky. Seed of Chucky. Everybody and their mamas know that Seed of Chucky was the worst Chucky movie sequel to come out. The reason is because there was not that many killing. There was a couple, yeah, but then you have Chucky's son. He doesn't know what he is. He doesn't know if he's a girl or a boy, but which we all know is 2 souls in that doll. So at the end of the movie you see it, but some people don't really get it, like as in that like today there's 2 souls trapped in that one doll, Glenn and Glenda, which the girl version is the evil side of the doll, and the boy version is the goody side, like Tiffany somewhat. Maybe Tiffany is still good back inside her heart, but we don't know that. But all that stuff, especially Chucky, jerking off. Yup, that's the scene. If people want to see that, it's people's like people like what they like, but which like I said, See the Chucky is like the worst one. They didn't really, it's like not even a Chucky movie. It's like a Tiffany movie. It's like Jennifer Tilly movie. It's not really Chucky's movie, because it doesn't feel like it. It feels like if it's Tiffany movie, because everything involves around her and then Glenn, and then Chucky's like mainly just to get people coming in the movie theater. Just See the Chucky is like a bad movie in general. For number 6, it's Curse of Chucky, which I do like. Curse of Chucky, it brought back its roots, like it brought back that Chucky vibe from like 1988, maybe in 1990. But it just that one like plot or one theme where it's at, like at one place where they filmed it. It just got boring over time. Even though towards the end, I know they had like different settings and stuff, but it just got boring over time. Having Chucky like we don't know if the dolls are alive or not. Yeah, they tried bringing back the 1988 routes, but come on now, it's the 6th movie in the series. How you do not know that Chucky's alive? But towards like the end, it got hyped. I liked it. Chucky started killing everyone off in the fucking movie, and then he left one survivor, which towards the end we don't know why, but whole Chucky we see why. But after all, I think it was a good movie. It should have been a theater movie, but instead of See the Chucky. But since See the Chucky somehow messed up all the budget, I guess it went straight to DVD. you know, some movies, you know, are meant. I mean, you lose some, you win some. I mean, Curse Chucky was a decent movie. I mean, it's better than Seed and Colt in my opinion. I mean, it's a decent movie. Yeah, I will see it in theaters, but just, you know, it sucks that I went to straight DVD. For my number five is Child's Play 3. I mean, this Child's Play 3 was my number, you know, 3 at the time, but I kept watching it over and over. It just, compared to 1 and 2, it wasn't, you know, justice. Like, it was just like Chucky wasn't like the same. I mean, yeah, he wanted to get inside Tyler. I mean, you know, being a different race, but like, I mean, I'm okay with it and stuff. But Andy growing up so fast and stuff, and then, you know, still being kind of like a wuss, even though like he went through shit in part 1 and 2. Kind of like, I mean, at the end he became, he became the hero. I mean, he became the person that actually ends Chucky instead of Kyle or his mom, but or Michael Norris. But yeah, I mean, but just like the beginning, like, of the movie, he's just like a wuss or something. I mean, he been through shit, but I mean, if I was him, I would've, like, you know, suck that all in and make myself tougher than what I experienced. You know what I mean? Who knows? But towards the carnival scene, I think that's where the movie really like got to me, like where I really loved it, like as my, you know, my top 3, but not anymore. But you know, but towards like the middle and beginning, it was just like kind of boring. I mean, for some people, it's kind of boring. But, you know, like I said, towards the end, it was like, you know, badass. But you know, it just didn't really like, you know, fit my top 3 anymore compared to like the rest of them. For my number 4, it's Child's Play 2019, the remake, which, you know, a lot of you guys like this one. I mean, I used to like. I mean, I still like it, but it was like my top, you know, 4 regardless. But it just didn't really like hit a scary move, like a scary, like, you know, a scary vibe. It just like, it really like showed like a little soft side for Chucky, which in the original we don't have that for Chucky. But in this one, the 2019, it just like, it felt like, you know, like, especially they gave ET vibes and then like around the movie and stuff. Like, it's still, you know, it just, you know, didn't, like, to me it didn't really feel scary, but it felt okay. Like, I feel like a good movie, but it wasn't really like Chucky. Like, yeah, he's robotic. I mean, we all know that, but what I mean, like, it didn't really feel like, you know, he was a scary person. Like, especially the voice actor Mark Hamill. I mean, I don't think he's only known for Joker and Luke Skywalker and Star Wars series, but being like Chucky, you gotta have like an angry tone, man. Like, you gotta like feel real scary. Like, Brad Dourif does a good job of Mark Hamill. I mean, it's only one movie he did with being Chucky. I don't know, man. It's not really like, I'm not really into it, but like, I still like the movie though. But yeah. But my number 3 is Bride of Chucky. Bride of Chucky is a movie that, you know, redeemed himself from Child's Play 3, because a lot of people was like, Child's Play 3 fell off because of all these conspiracies, but the movie making, you know, people want to kill back in the days or something. But there's like a retrospective in some YouTube videos that will tell you that, you know, that after like the series is like the 3rd sequel of this conspiracy. But, you know, Bride of Chucky went to the routes where Scream went. Like, in the 90s, horror wasn't really like popping, but when Scream came out, it started, like, horror started to come back because Scream made fun of like all these conspiracies and shit about like horror, like the horror movie, like back in the 90s and 80s and 70s or whatever. It just made it like, you know, like make fun of the conspiracies, and then Bride of Chucky, you know, came out after that, and then it took this tone and theme of the poster. I mean, you see that in your, you know, you have Spencer's doll, or you want Spencer's, and you see the poster thing on the Chucky dolls. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, the animatronic Chucky dolls, but yeah, it took that, and then it took its routes. I mean, I like the road trip stuff, but Chucky was sitting down with some way too much. But after all, like, having Tiffany kill and shit, I liked it. I mean, you know, especially when they give you that, you know, like, Easter egg where Chucky was burned in part 1. There you go, Tiffany was burned. I mean, this movie was decent, like good. It was good. For my top 3, it made my top 3. It beat Child's Play 3. That's how good it was, man. To me, like Chucky being scarred up. I mean, I wish he was a solo person being scarred up because it'd probably be more scary. But it is what it is, But yeah, especially towards the end, like it was really simple. Like instead of like chopping Chucky up and all that shit, burning him and stuff, he just shot him through the heart. That's how you end him. That's how you end his life, bro. Especially in Child's Play 1. That's the other Easter egg. But my number 2 is Child's Play 2, the best, my opinion, but it's my number 2, the Chucky movie around, like, alive. I mean, honestly, this movie, it gives you more like the good guy theme, of course, because of the factory and stuff. But I feel like this movie's like more like into the good guy, like area and stuff, like more how they teach you how to make it, like I mean, obviously at the beginning, but it shows you the factory and stuff, which that's cool. I mean, when I was a little kid, when I first seen it, I always wanted a good guy dog, which thinking that, oh man, this is probably real scenes from like real life, but they used it in the movie. But knowing that these dogs were hard to get when I was a youngin, but now they're easy to get because Chucky Studios, could make them and shit, and they're making the budget one, which that's more in the future. But yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like Child's Play 2, like it showed more like murders. Like Chucky went in routes in this one that that any other Chucky movie, that like even a solo movie, like I feel like this movie kills any movie around it. Besides, I mean, it's my number 2, so I mean I don't know what I'm talking about. Like this is my number 2, but the original one's always better. But yeah, of course, my number 1 is the original Child's Play 1988. The reason why I have a heart to this is because it's around I live around the area where they shot the movie, and then Burn Chucky, and then like that Burn Chucky is a cool design, man. But that Chucky look wild, scary. Like watching that when when I was young, I mean that motherfucker was hella scary. The possessed Chucky, and then especially when they shot the scenes. I mean, I'm gonna go there pretty soon, but it just like okay, when I'm everyday life, like when I was young, like I knew they was shot in Chicago. It's like, man, like in my mind, like damn, I can't believe I live in the area where they shot the first Chucky movie. But like I feel like there should be a good guy store somewhere around here, something like that, like because the movie's literally in my area. But growing up, I never really seen them. I only seen the Spencer's dolls around, like there and then. The Spencer ones, Glenn, all that shit, but I never really seen the good guy dolls until now, of course. But this movie really like gets to me, bro. Like I really like, I got a heart for this movie, bro. Especially like the toy store scene, all that shit, and then the soundtrack in this movie, dope as hell, man. Like the soundtrack, I feel like it gives the Chucky vibes good, like the creepiness of Chucky in the first one really good. I mean, that's why I have this one over the Child's Play 2. I mean, even though Child's Play 2 had Chucky on his routes, the first one still had that creepy tone. Like knowing that, like the first one worked, of course, because the curse didn't work about the doll. No one knows the doll's alive, or the little kid's doing it. But the first one worked because it was his first movie. But in Curse of Chucky, 5 movies later, I don't think it would have worked, because it didn't work for me, because you already know it's been 5 movies. It's not been like 3 or it's like prequel or something like that. But people are saying that they should make a prequel to Chucky, like Charles Lee Ray's backstory. But I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it won't happen because Brad Dourif's getting old, and it's gonna have to be black and white because Brad Dourif's like really old, But yeah, this is my top 8 ranking of the Child's Play series. I mean, I really like all of them, but this like Colt and Seed, unfortunately, didn't really show a lot in my mind of Chucky, a lot about the Chucky series, besides the switching like to 3 bodies at a time or something like that. But yeah, if you like my video, if you like my ranking, I mean, it's my opinion. I mean, put your ranking in the comments. I don't really care. I mean, You know, you probably like some of y'all like Child's Play in 2019 more than any Chucky movie, but I don't really care. But you know, like, subscribe. Hopefully 3K around, you know, springtime. Hopefully, I'm praying. You know, stuff could happen, but you know, hopefully we can have that you know, Chucky locations video out next week, because I'm ready process, you know, into the stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, thanks for watching.